So what we've got at this table is 2 newborn calf stomachs. Okay, this one has basically just been tied off at either end. It's still actually got the calf's food in it from the morning it drank. So that is the size of a newborn calf stomach. Admittedly, it's been in formalin for a little bit, and so it's shrunken, and maybe it's not quite as stretchy as it could be. But how much milk do you think you can fit in that? It will stretch. Like, this doesn't look that stretchy, but one that hasn't been in formalin is thinner and stretchy. So yeah, it is quite a small calf too. So I would say 2 litres is about all you could fit into this compartment, which is the one that your milk is going into. So this is our calf's head sucking away, and the milk comes down its esophagus. This is its rumen, its first stomach, which is really tiny at this stage. That's its second stomach there. On this side, this hard lump is its third stomach. And then, as we've said, this is its fourth stomach here. And the food goes out of that and down the intestines. So this fourth stomach's got a couple of really important jobs. It makes acid, which is almost as good as colostrum as big sticks and shields go. Because if the stomach makes enough acid, any bacteria and things that it's ingested can get killed by that acid. So it's another protective reflex that the calf's got. The other thing that the stomach does is produce digestive enzymes. So the digestive enzymes will break the milk into curds and whey. So what do you think the consequences are if you overflow the stomach? Yeah, if you fill it up too much, you get food coming out of here before it's been broken down properly and before the bugs have been killed properly. And that's going to give you nutritional scours, but also predispose you to bacterial and buggy scours because the food hasn't been sterilised properly. As you said, it can overflow that way, but can also overflow into this first stomach. It'll go wherever the path of least resistance. And what's going to happen if it goes into this first stomach? That ferments, yep. This isn't designed to digest milk. It hasn't got any digestive enzymes or anything. The milk's just going to sit there and ferment, produce gas, and you've had calves, obviously. They look really bloated, and they don't want to know you for a couple of feeds, and then usually they'll come right again, because eventually when this empties out, everything that's accumulated in here then by gravity can pass, and usually they come right by themselves. Occasionally they have actually got a twisted gut or something, but often those bloated calves are calves that sort of overfeed, make a pig of themselves, overflow into their rumen, and then after a little while they come back. It takes normally about 6 hours for the stomach to empty. So if you're feeding that calf twice a day, or feeding it ad lib, lots of little amounts often, you're not going to overflow the stomach. What is of a concern sometimes is, as a labour-saving thing, people are having calves on twice a day for 4 days, and then at day 5, they're on once a day. And, at day 5, it's not going to be that much bigger than this, but you're asking that calf to fit in a lot of milk in one feed, and they're hungry, so they're more likely to pig themselves. So once a day at a really young age is not a good idea. I think if they were used to restricted feeding, used to just 2 feeds a day, and then all of a sudden you put an ad lib bucket or cafeteria in there, they're going to make a pig of themselves. So you probably need to limit it a little bit and slowly, until they realise that there's always milk there and that they don't need to hog out.